you don't have the same setup. At your facility, you have all the film and setup. You have to bring all that there, so it can be a hassle, and some of the stuff might not be the best quality.
Right. The other thing I was going to ask you were talking about the connection with your OC from previously working with him. How did that show up in recruiting, so to speak, when you were going to transfer? Like, did he have to sell you, or was that pretty much a no? This is what I want to do with this guy because I know him.
We talked a little bit, but he's the same guy, and so I knew what I was getting there, and it's really the situation. But I have the great opportunity at Pitt that we have, and he's also a Pittsburgh guy, so the chance for us both to be back home, reunite, is really cool.
How much of that offense is exactly what we see? How much has changed just since you got here and played with him?
It's pretty similar, really similar. There's going to be a little bit of some wrinkles here and there, and some of the names are changed, and also it's a different defense compared to BC. The Pitt defense, their style is different, so what you're running in practice may change a little bit, but it's really the same system.
I feel like it's tough for you to come back home, or being come back home and play with these college. You're in high school, star, and you feel like a lot of pressure for yourself.
No, I don't feel like that it was hard to do. I think everybody's just been welcoming and supportive, and it's just an amazing opportunity. I think it's all set up to happen this year.
I apologize, I'm going to grab the one.
All right. I'm so happy for Zay to go in the first round. I think he deserves it because that's the type of player he is. He's a top-tier player. His ability to run, to make people miss, it's different. So I look forward to watching him for many years in the NFL.
Do you have a great memory to share with us as far as with him?
A great memory, I would say.
Anything funny or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, I spent a lot of time with Zay over the last couple of years, and I just think he's such a cool guy. Like he always has a smile on his face, and he's just fun to be around. He lights up the room.
So now, if you were at Pitt, how do you build a relationship like that with other receivers? Does it come naturally, or is it something that you do or say?
Nothing specific, just it just takes time to hang out with the guys, be around them, and get on the field.
Anything you're looking to improve upon or build upon from your Boston College experience this season?
Yeah, to win, to throw more touchdowns, to complete more passes. I want to do better all around, and being in the system, every year I think you're going to get better. Practicing. Specifically, I've been working on footwork a lot, and going through progressions.
What have you come to learn about why this is perhaps a good system for your skill set?
I think some quarterbacks have trouble going under center and doing some of the play action stuff that we like to do, and so it fits me. I can play in the pocket and also scramble, so I think being a pocket passer takes a little bit of time, and you have to adjust to it.
You started your career in South Bend, then you go to an ACC school that played Notre Dame, now you come to another ACC school that plays Notre Dame. Do the ACC programs look forward to those games, those frequent games, even though you're not in the conference?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they in the conference or not? No. They're not in the, technically in the conference, I guess.
But not
Every
for
sport but football, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how they've managed to finagle that. But your question is just how do teams look forward to playing them?
Do they?
Yeah.
Because of the brand and the attention and usually national television.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Notre Dame plays on NBC, so they've got a national following, and I think every team looks forward to playing them. They're good every year, so yeah, I think for sure.
Finagle's a good word.
I heard you talking to somebody here about the NCAA
Yeah.
My question to you is, how much did you play that growing up? Who did you play with? Who was kind of your team?
I would play the NCAA 14 was my favorite game, and I'd play with TCU, and I'd run the power against everybody. Yep, I'd try to just run for 300 yards or something. I don't know. I would just like to mess with people, and it was fun.
There were some reports, I guess, early on in the game that players wanted, a bigger cut. How did you sort of feel about it? I've heard a lot of players just say, "I don't care, man. Just bring the game back. I want to play." What's your stance on that?
Yeah, I think they should bring the game back. If people can get if the players can get some money from it, that's fine. But they really need to bring the game back.
So far, I guess, is being at Pitt that was up to what you were hoping for when you transferred?
Yeah, it's been everything I've been hoping for and more. I've been really impressed by the whole deal, like the whole organization, how advanced it is. I think it's a top tier program all around, and the ability to practice, play, work out like right alongside the Steelers it's unique. I don't think anybody else in the country has that.
I assume obviously you could have gone to Pitt right out of high school if you wanted to, or when you transferred, when you picked Boston College, you had the option to transfer to Pitt. Why did you kind of do now at the right time?
I think it just worked out this time, and it's wild. It seems like it's meant to be, like 1 year at Pitt. I made decisions to go to Notre Dame and DC, and I don't regret them. I think at the time they were good decisions. I'm just so thankful that this has worked out so that I'm able to play this year at Pitt.
Who's your favorite Steelers player?
Roethlisberger. Yeah, growing up watching Roethlisberger getting school dismissals for Super Bowls was pretty cool.
Pitt recruiting you out of high school, who were you dealing with then? Who was the guy calling?
Coach Narduzzi and Matt Canada was there actually at the time. Now he's the offensive coordinator for the Steelers.
Right. So now they see you around the building and they finally got you.
The Louisville coach was talking yesterday about since he grew up in Louisville, he feels extra pressure as to now the Louisville head coach. Do you feel any of that with your situation, I guess?
I don't think so. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but I think we're set up for it to really work out and for it to be special. I think it feels like everything is led up to this point, and I really don't care. Like, I just want to do it for the city of Pittsburgh. There's been great football. I mean, great football before me, and there'll be great football after me. Now, if I can be a little wrinkle in that, that's what I'm going for.
What do you see around the locker room, around the field, that gives you the idea that we're set up to do pretty well this year?
I think we have talent all around, everywhere, and the coaches are really good on both sides of the ball.
They lost a pretty good running back. Do you still feel like the ground game can click this year?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of running backs. Rodney Hammond, Sebo Flemister, Daniel Carter, and Derek Davis. Out of those guys, I think they can catch the ball out of the backfield and run the ball. We're going to have different packages, and I think we'll be able to run the ball when it starts with the O-line, getting that push up front.
How many of your Sundays have you spent on this field?
A couple. It's hard to get tickets. It's hard to get tickets. I mean, that's the game that everybody would always watch, but it's packed every weekend. So, yeah, it's tough to get tickets. You'd be surprised.
I mean, do you remember the ones vividly that you went to?
Oh yeah, definitely. And whenever I was younger, going to some Pitt games in the same stadium, Heinz, which is now Acrisure. It's really cool. Now I get to be a part of that.
You said you're doing this for the city of Pittsburgh. How about your family? What did they say when they found out, hey, this is the decision you made? Or were they involved in that decision?
Oh, they were ecstatic. Everybody was, I wanted to weigh my options, but everybody was like, this is such a clear decision. You need to come to Pitt. And everybody's excited because now they're able to go to the games. We're going to have a lot of family there. and a lot of friends too, people I've grown up with who are going to be around.
You guys step it up a little bit more in front of the home crowd.
Got to step it up more? Yeah, we're going to ball this year.
From a personal standpoint, given the way the last couple of years have gone, and obviously injuries have really affected that, how much is this like a fresh start for you? I mean, even no matter where it is, to be able to kind of just wipe the slate clean and give it one more last college try.
Yeah, one last try, one last college go.
This is your last, right? You don't have any more
this has got to be the last. I've thought that the last couple were going to be the last, but it's just the way that it goes. Injuries and stuff not working out, but it does. I guess it's a new slate because it's a new team, new opportunity. But there is carryover. Like, I'm familiar with the city. I'm familiar with the coaches and the system.
How familiar and how friendly are you with Brennan Armstrong?
A little bit. I met him at the Manning camp last year. And
you know where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah, because he's transferred too, but I think he's a really good player.
I mean, obviously his situation is different because he had a different OC and everything. And like I said, you've had the injuries, but do you kind of commiserate with, or kind of have a little kinship with a guy like that because he's going through something very similar?
Yeah, and I think if you look across the country, there's a decent number of quarterbacks that have bounced around a little bit. So, I think there's a lot of us in the same boat, and more super seniors, I guess you'd call it now, with COVID.
You've got a lot more weapons around you this year too than you've had in the last couple. I mean, you've got an offensive line that's pretty stout and a running game that led the league in rushing last year. I think was second. I mean, how exciting is that for you?
Yeah, extremely exciting. We have, like I said, every piece that we need, I feel like. So now it's about putting it together, and it starts with this camp. I want to have the best camp I've had and lead everybody to have their own best camp.
As familiar as you are with Coach Sanetti's offense, do you find that even though you're new, that you can kind of guide the younger quarterbacks through the system as they transition from the previous offense?
Yeah, for sure. Because I know the system, but I think the guys are really coming along well with the footwork, the reads, learning the whole system. I think we have a really good quarterback room, and these guys are going to be good in the future.
Yeah, I thought, so in some regards, do you feel a responsibility to try to groom more success, to help the program once you're gone?
Yeah, I guess I look at them all like that, though, just to help them out how I can. And I want this program to be flourishing years down the road, but the last few years have really been good for Pitt, and it feels like we've got a lot of momentum.
Hey Phil, any motivation playing your old team November 16th, Boston College? Is it going to be kind of cool, a little weird to play against your old teammates? Maybe that's a game you have circled, or just another game?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a cool experience. My brother actually coaches at Boston College right now, and so a lot of those guys I was just playing with, and I'm excited for that game for sure. I want them to do well, as my brother is coaching there right now.
When did your brother go on staff?